to Prague. Go. Hey guys, welcome to the Prague vlog. We're in Budapest right now, very sunny, very hot, but we're not here to talk about that. It's Prague time. Go on, Meg.
So, basically we get on the train from Berlin to Prague and we're sharing like a 6-person compartment.
Oh my god, it was so small.
Yeah, with these 4 Ukrainian Americans. And we were like, oh, this is going to be so boring.
They had these massive cases, you had to like hurdle over, you wanted to go for a piss. And,
but literally, they were so funny. And it was like,
there was like
they
a
were
brother
about
and sister.
They were about 55 to 60.
Yeah.
It was a brother and a sister, and like his wife and her husband. And literally,
the brother was really friendly.
Yeah.
He was like asking us questions like where we're from, this, that and the other.
But he wasn't really listening to the answers, and he was sort of making up his own answers, and then like being, so he was like, oh, so you're at university? And we were like, yeah. And he's like, they teach history. And we were like, what? And then like his sister
we were like, no they don't.
Yeah, was so, they bickered basically the whole way
and
there.
Then they
it was
were
a
like,
4-hour train. And at one point he was like, can I try move your bag so that I can put mine up? And we were like, yeah, go ahead. And he tried to fit them both in, and he just says to me like, oh, bag is too fat. And his sister was like, who? You? And then and he was just like,
We were like, you know what, because Amsterdam and Berlin have been expensive as fuck, we'll go for a nice meal. So found this cool place on culture trip. Did we help? We like shared duck and dumplings.
Yeah, really, really nice.
And then I'll tell this story because Meg will twist it. Basically, we're having the dinner, and say we're short on cash, let's say, and then I said, oh, are we leaving a tip or not? And we, end of the story, we decided not leaving a tip.
Yeah.
So the waiter comes over and we asked to pay separately, and he's like, do you want to leave a tip to me? And I'm like, no thank you. And he's like, why? What's wrong with it? He's getting really aggy.
Yeah.
And then I just feel like an absolute dick, and I'm like, oh, we just don't have any money, that's all.
Yeah.
It was perfect, this, that and the other.
Okay.
And then
but let me just interject. But he was being seriously like aggy and stuff, so I just felt so bad.
Yeah, and then Meg did it, and then he was like, how much do you want to give? And she was like, oh, 100. I was like, what? So I just looked like an absolute twat.
I felt... No.
Meg dissecting her last. I went to, in the morning, went to this viewpoint in this park. It's kind of nice, but I mean...
It's just a viewpoint.
Yeah, not much to talk about. Oh, and then basically it said it was going to rain that day, so then in the morning it was sunny, and up on weather was like, no, it's not going to rain.
So we were like, oh, we'll just...
Anyway.
So we were like, oh, just leave the rain max at the hostel. And then a fucking rainstorm starts and we got caught in it, so we
like
run in...
terribly, like fucking
it was
dollops
like torrential,
of rain.
Yeah. So we... see this like outdoor elevator that goes from a bridge down to like a park. So we were like, oh, we'll just hide in there. And we were in there about 6 minutes, 7 minutes.
Oh, I think we were in there longer.
What, before so we were in there a while. And then basically we just see this like little van.
We keep on keeping the door open as well.
So clearly someone was trying to come up. But it was just really rainy. So and we see this little van pull up, and it's like the park officers, and they literally were just staring at us, and we just legged it in this rain.
Absolutely drenched.
And we just ran.
And it wouldn't end, so they were coming from Meg. We love the weather in Prague.
Wait, show them where we've taken cover
in
an elevator in a park.
Kicked out of our elevator by the park police. So we ran off, we were very scared. Now we're here with the gang. And we ran
to
do some
ghetto golf type
like
thing.
Mini golf.
It was fun.
It was fun, but we were drenched.
Yeah, I was not in a good mood because I was wearing jeans as well.
Yeah, soggy. And then there, because it's like on neon and stuff, you got free neon paint. So we put some whiskers on Meg, and she kind of forgot she had them, so everyone's judging her there. She's very angry.
There's a bunch of cunts here.
She'll scratch. And got back, chilled for a bit, and we met a new friend, Rose. Oh, Ross.
And Marjolein.
Yeah, I can't say that one.
They were from the Netherlands, so really nice. Hello.
Yeah. yeah. So
Oh yeah, and we went out with one of them, Rose, that night. To this place called gouLADS. It was just like a classic like
it was
club.
Prism on steroids.
Yeah, but it was just really funny.
Like they had in like the dance floor, they had the DJ was a robot. Then she kind of left me.
Yeah, I ditched Jamie, sorry. For
I was with Rose, it's calm.
This Irish guy, very attractive. Well, yeah, anyway. So I ended up, like, I was like, I messaged Jamie, told him I was gonna leave. And we're like walking, he was like, oh, it's only 10 minutes to his hostel. I'm like, that's great, whatever. And we're walking around for like half an hour before I'm like, this is not 10 minutes. And he's just like, oh, yeah, I've forgotten the name of the hostel. And I was like, okay, well, I really need the loo. So we go into a subway, like go to the loo, and then I'm like, do you remember it yet? And he's like, no. And eventually we just ended up walking around Prague for 2 hours till literally 5:30, when he finally was like, oh, I can just check the group chat name. And I was like, so we did eventually get to the hostel, whatever. Next morning, it's like 11 a.m. like, because obviously I didn't get there till literally 6:30, and then so I wake up, I'm leaving, there's all these Irish boys that he's come with, like cheering and like they're just like taking the piss and whatever, and I'm just trying to leave as quickly as possible, so I just put my shoes on. I'm in a mini dress, like a very tight mini dress, and I just leave. And he's like, oh, you're forgetting something. I was like, no. And I just ran, basically, I run. And I walk all the way home. It's like, walk all the way to the tram. It's like half-hour journey, sitting on the tram, blah, blah, absolutely fine. Go to buy water at some point, then walk leisurely back to our hostel where I use the toilet. And I go to pull down my underwear and I'm not wearing any. I've left my pants at this guy's hostel.
Absolute slag.
So embarrassing.
Yeah, that was quite bad. Anyway, while she was doing that, I made some new friends in the club, some American people. They were really nice, but then I kind of weirded them up a bit because I was like, where in America are you from? And they were like, Philadelphia, and I was like, yeah, the cheese! And then...
My name's Joey, I'm from Philadelphia!
I'm from North Carolina, fuck yeah!
That's me!
Yeah, Michael Jordan!
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm just like dying.
This is Rose.
We tried those like chimney things. The what are they called?
Trident. Oh, they were great.
I quite liked it, but
I like the ice cream, not the actual.
and then yummy.
We've got some Trident. It's very nice.
That's nice.
Good hunger cure.
We went up
Went
to
to
the
the castle,
just
viewpoint.
mooched about, which was nice.
They only had a little vineyard at the end, but Meg wouldn't let me have a drink.
That's not what happened. Stag do.
Meg wouldn't let me have any wine.
It's absolutely not right.
In the fanciest vineyard ever, it was only so cheap.
You actual cretin.
It's John Lennon Wall, that was
Yeah,
alright.
it was fine.
Nothing to say, it was just cool.
Oh, John Lennon Wall. Forgot the name of it then. And then we went
For dinner, and we've been craving it for ages, a gouLASH.
a gouLASH.
We went found this amazing place which did it. Oh, we got
It wasn't even that
gouLASH,
expensive, it was like 200 Czech
which is like
koruna.
£6 each. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, I want gouLASH now.
I want the gouLASH.
What have we got, Meg?
GouLASH. GouLASH.
Oh yeah. Tasty.
gouLASH.
And then that was it. We had a chill night that night. Then we went the next day. We went paddleboarding, which was amazing.
Yeah.
If you go,
Peak of the trip, 100%.
it took us really long to find the place because it was really hidden.
It's like, it's on Shooter's Island in, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
In Prague. It's like on the river.
But then, because I was looking at it before, and like most places charge like 40 quid per person for like an hour.
And we think that one's just like a little extra thing they do at this sort of basically fitness club. So.
And it was £8 each. It was fucking ridiculous.
And it was so fun. £8 for an hour. Hi guys, we're just re-energizing after our really tough,
intense paddleboarding
session.
Got the
protein shake.
Muller milk protein. Yeah.
Okay, so we were being healthy with our protein shake.
Well,
so
10
that
seconds ago.
lasted literally about 2 minutes, and now we've got fat fuck off slices of pizza for 35.
And that night we really wanted to do a karaoke night whilst we were here, so we went to a karaoke.
Like at a gay bar, which was so fun.
Right.
Yeah, it was actually so good. Was that a bar called Friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really, really good fun.
Say what you want, I'm not walking out. Stop for the rivers. You all the time. You gotta put it like a candle left, but I can still rent overdrive. Stop, don't let it go. Can't let it go, shoot it, let it go, shoot it, let it go. You sound good at good, I'm walking about an internet go.
So this is 3 in a row. Meg's asleep again on the tram. We got a friend here. Oh, she's woken up. It's a miracle. Wow. We had some new guests in our hostel.
Oh my god, yeah. So
New weirdo to our list.
Basically, there was a woman we've labelled Frisbo because we thought we saw her playing frisbee. It's a bad joke, but it's just for the namesake. Okay, so basically, she was just the only way I can sort of describe her is that she just behaved like a teacher the whole time.
As if we knew her.
As if we were her students and
she was
just
from
like
Finland.
in charge of us. And like at one point she came over and was like, there were 2 other people in the room, a mother and a daughter, and they were leaving early the next morning to get a train.
And like our friends Rose and Murray Lane, they were just
listening
like
to chilled music.
Like you could fall asleep to it.
Easily. The mum already had. The daughter was on her phone quite happily. Little Finnish Frisbo comes over and it's just like, you need to turn the music down and lights
These
off.
are going early in the morning.
Yeah,
it's like, well,
like
no, you wanted it off.
Yeah, just say you want it off. And then she kept turning the fucking fans
Well,
off.
anyway, we turned the fans on because it's fucking boiling.
Yeah.
And then, I was turning them on, and then the daughter was like, oh, it's really cold up here on the top bunk, like, do you mind just turning it down a bit? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. But even before I had a chance to say that, Frisbo comes running over, and she's like, you can only either have the windows open or the fans on. And she's like, it says right here.
And
she showed our friend Rose, and Rose
was just like, that's not what it says. She was like, that says when you leave the room, turn the fans off. And she was like, oh, yes. And then just didn't know what to say, and we were like,
fuck off.
Yeah.
When we were like in bed, we overheard the younger daughter say to the Finnish woman, say they'd spent a lot of
this
time
was so
together.
funny.
She went, oh yeah, by the way, my mum doesn't understand anything you're saying. She just nods and pretends she does. And then
They'd been hanging out, like
they
having
went to
dinner together. So
and the
funny.
Frisbee just sounded so.
Our last day, we went to the Sex Machine Museum,
Which was
just
Liz,
funny.
it was
oh,
funny.
so funny.
Meg, oh fucking tuck.
Yeah, it was not worth. It's not gonna be funny. If
You
we talk
enjoyed
about
it.
I found it hilarious, but it's not gonna be funny to watch.
And then we.
They have a removable vagina so you can wash it.
Bit tired today, so we took a cheeky trip to the cinema.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything.
Those film places.
Lion King wasn't on, so we decided to watch this instead. Waited for ages because we were just chilling. We kind of ran out of things to do.
And we didn't want to just spend money like for
the
the sake of it, so we were just in a park,
And
had a
they
little
have-
picnic.
And they have this like astronomical tower thing, which has this clock.
And
supposed to be amazing.
Yeah, and Frisbee was like, you have to be there on the hour. Like, she, like, fair enough to tell us to be there on the hour, say like it's worth the watch. She said it was one of the best things she's ever seen, and this is it, basically.
And as you can probably tell, it was boring as fuck. All
We
it
were
was
just
is
like,
a little.
only because we had it built up for us so much. Like, if we hadn't, it probably would have been like, oh, nice. But we were literally just like,
We waited like 3 hours in the park.
yeah.
Then that was it really, and we got the train here. Well, I mean, you'll find out next time, but it wasn't a nice train.
Anyway,
That's it for Prague. Hope you've enjoyed.
bye.
Bye.